from my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Pickett. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Pickett back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. First down throw here. It's Hooker. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Nifty move. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off play action. Here's Hooker. And that's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. In motion, the tight end. Hooker's going to throw it. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll go for it. Hooker. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
He really does. And I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime you didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show it. This is what that time is, just what you're talking about.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27th.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They go play action. Here's Hooker. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So the fumble recovery hadn't set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, Pickett. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 54 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Harris running straight ahead. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Guys, man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris
From 3 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
from a yard or two deep. Here comes a return.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
Here's Pickett. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Try him with Pickett here on 3rd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hooker. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2nd down and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Pickett now from the gun here.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Complete idiot. See the replay. What did they find these officials?
And that flag accepted.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A final shot before break. Hooker. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone, and he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Hooker now on second down. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Hooker's throw taken in there by Cooks.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up third down.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hooker now on play action.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now a bootleg with Hooker.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. On the end around, here comes Williams. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Hey, check that. Street. Hey, smash Bronco.
Here's Hooker to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Check, man. Street.
Looking to throw. Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Touchdown! Jahmyr Gibbs from 8 yards out. And the Lions are able to at least get one score back. A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Hooker going to try to throw for it.
And he's brought down. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that, just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
64 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. Looking for and finding Amari Cooper again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. To the air on first down with Pickett.
Going for the deep ball.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second and 10. And they run with Harris off the option. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Pickett.
Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. White now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing. Hooker.
Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Hooker. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 110 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.